Hello you guys! Today I am taking you to Arcosanti, Arizona. This is going to be a really cool architectural tour. I have been wanting to go here for a while and it's 20 minutes away from the Verde Valley area. We're going to stop at the library first though because we're going to go for free and I'm going to show you how we're going to get to go for free along with the other places that you can go. So the first stop today is going to be the library. Let's go. I stopped at my family's property this morning just to say hi to my dad and let Angel out and stretch her legs, walk around a little bit, because yesterday we did none of that because it was totally rainy all day. That was kind of boring, but we did get to catch up on some computer work and snuggles. However, today there's no rain on the forecast, it's just a bunch of clouds. I think we can handle clouds with some layers. I lied. The first stop is coffee. The first stop is always coffee.
Hello, thank you for choosing Starbucks. I can help you.
Can I just get a venti brew coffee with extra heavy cream?
Alright, wonderful. What else for you?
Just that.
Alright, wonderful. I'll see you at the window for $3.58.
Thank you. Hey, come here.
It's not on the screen. You're going to be able to tap the card.
Thank you.
Starbucks, I can help you. You're all set. Thank you.
Thank you. She's such a scaredy cat. Okay, now the library. So Arizona has this amazing program called the Culture Pass, and it's basically a free ticket to explore some of the coolest museums, parks, and cultural spots in the state. Cultural. Okay, we're gonna move past that. Most local libraries participate, and all you do is check out a Culture Pass the same way you check out a book. Each pass gives you free admission for 2 people to places like the Desert Botanical Garden, the Phoenix Art Museum, Arcosanti. You can go to museums up in Sedona too with this stuff. There's tons of destinations that usually cost money that you can get these passes for to go for free. It's one of the best hidden gems for families, couples, or anyone wanting to explore Arizona on a budget. So if you haven't grabbed a public library card yet, then go do it and go get yourself a cultural pass and go somewhere you've never been. I don't know if other states do this. If you have one in your state, drop it in the comments below because I'd really like to know, because I think this is a great option for people that want to explore but might not have the funds, especially for family, because that stuff can add up for sure. So let's go look. Super easy. So now let's make the drive. It's 11 o'clock. We should be there at 11:30 and our tour isn't until 2. But we're gonna go check out the area and see what it looks like a little bit beforehand. I heard they have a cafe too, so maybe they have some good snacks. So I had a woman stop me on the road to Arcosanti and said, "We're closed on Mondays, we're not open on Mondays." The website let me book a tour, so I was turning around and then a gentleman that works with Arcosanti came up and said, "No, we're totally open, come on in." But then he drove up next to me again and said, "I'm actually not sure if we're open or not." So we're about to find out if they're actually open or not. This road kind of sucks, so we're gonna figure it out. Let's see if Arcosanti's open. 3 cars in the parking lot. So I'm taking that as a sign that they're open. It looks like it. I don't know why they'd be parking here if they weren't open. And we're still way early. It's 11:40 and our tour isn't until 2 o'clock. So maybe we can walk around and go see what it looks like and see what we can see before the tour. And I guess make sure that they're doing tours today. Great news, they are open on Mondays as of 2 weeks ago. So if you want to come on a tour on Monday, it's really quiet. And they have a cafe, but it's not currently open. But they do have restrooms, so we're gonna use those real quick and then walk around before our tour starts. Look at the ceiling. That is so cool. I'm gonna do the visitors trail and see what it looks like from a distance. Look at that. That place is just built up there. I'm gonna have to get some of the history down to tell you guys as I'm showing you some of this footage. But I know it's so rich in history, and right now they have live-in artists that are able to live there and create art based off the surrounding area and whatever inspiration they can find from around out here, which is really cool. This trail is super nice too. Thank goodness it warmed up a little bit because it was chilly this morning. And the clouds still look really sad, but as long as it doesn't rain, I think we'll be okay. What is this even? What is the point of this? Is that for fires? I see black. Oh, it is. Well, that's really weird. Arcosanti is one of those places that feels almost impossible to explain until you've been here. It sits quietly above the Agua Fria River Canyon, surrounded by desert and sky, but the moment you walk through the arches, you can feel the shift. This isn't a normal town. It isn't a museum. It's an ongoing experiment. I definitely didn't expect this place to be as big as it is. It didn't even look this big on Google Maps. I'm curious to see where all we will get to see on the tour. And this walk was super easy. It took like 10 minutes to get all the way over here. But the view is totally worth it. A vision that started in the mind of Italian-born architect Paolo Soleri more than 50 years ago. He believed cities were growing in ways that hurt the planet, so he proposed a radical idea. What if architecture and ecology could blend together to create something sustainable, beautiful, and intentional? That idea became Arcology, a word Soleri created by merging architecture and ecology. To him, Arcology meant building upward instead of outward, reducing waste, conserving energy, and creating communities where people could live, work, and connect without endless sprawl. Arcosanti became the living test of that dream. Construction began in 1970, led mostly by students and volunteers who came to learn and help build this experimental city by hand. We still have about an hour before our tour, so I came back to let her sniff the sniffy sniffs that we got out in Arcosanti. And I think I can take her with me, so she might be coming in the backpack if she wants to go. Usually she gives me a clear sign on how easy it is to get her in the backpack, on if she wants to go or not. The weather has been so sad, but I don't think it's gonna rain today. I hope not anyways. I'm really excited to see these buildings. I see cows over there too. Look. Cows. Oh my god. Cows. Every structure here serves a purpose. The curved shapes harness the sun for passive heating, the open spaces create airflow, and the dramatic concrete apses were built to frame light, sound, and community gatherings. Even the iconic bronze and ceramic bells that Arcosanti is known for tie back to Solero's philosophy. Create art that sustains the space and let the craft support the community. Walking through Arcosanti today, you can still feel the idealism that built it. Artists, residents, volunteers, and travelers from all over the world come through to study sustainability, learn new skills, or just experience a different way of living. The place isn't a finished city. It never was. But that's part of what makes it fascinating. It's constantly evolving, shaped by the people who show up and pour their creativity into it. Arcosanti was founded by the Cosanti Foundation, a nonprofit Soleri established in 1965 to explore new ways of building sustainable communities. And since then, more than 7,000 people have participated in on-site workshops, helping construct many of the buildings you see today. The bronze casting process is still done using Soleri's traditional methods: hand-carved molds, sand casting, and molten bronze poured at over 2,000 degrees. These bells help fund the project and keep the community alive. The sale of Soleri bells is actually what financially supports most of Arcosanti's ongoing operations. Soleri designed Arcosanti to eventually support around 5,000 residents, though it never reached that scale. Today, the population sits at 30 people. It includes a mix of artists, architects, teachers, and volunteers. Many of them still live in the original apartment units, use the shared communal kitchens, and work in the foundry or ceramic studio where Soleri's famous bells are produced. Most of the concrete structures were built using earth casting, a technique where workers shaped the ground into sculptural forms and poured concrete directly over it, allowing the landscape itself to influence the architecture that you see. Soleri himself was trained under Frank Lloyd Wright, which is wild because you can see little hints of that here. The respect for the landscape, the big use of concrete and curves, the idea that buildings should work with nature instead of fight against it. But Soleri took it way further. He thought cities should shrink, not grow, and that humanity needed to rethink how it lived on the planet if we wanted a future that wasn't just parking lots and waste. And based on Soleri's original blueprints, the entire site is only about 5% complete. He imagined a full arcology that rose several stories high, with greenhouses, living quarters, art spaces, gardens, public walkways, and even an urban laboratory that blended agriculture and architecture. Only a fraction was ever built, but even that small fraction is stunning and decades ahead of its time. You also start noticing little things, like how the buildings are oriented. Soleri positioned everything using solar geometry, meaning the sun literally determined where and how each structure was placed. In winter, the low sun warms the concrete apses like giant stone blankets. In summer, the high sun keeps everything shaded and cool. This was long before passive solar design became trendy. He was doing it in the 70s with sand, concrete, and desert intuition. Soleri once said that Arcosanti wasn't meant to be a perfect prototype. He said he wanted it to be a growing organism. And even now, long after his death, that's exactly what it feels like. A place that's still evolving, still learning, and still dreaming. Being here feels like stepping into a future that almost happened and could possibly still. Wow. Okay, that place was epic. It really makes me wish that as a civilization we leaned more into the whole arcology idea and building a community that gets people together instead of the need for cars so much. What a cool place. I'm in awe. That was really beautiful. I would love to be able to stay there for a while. Okay, Arcosanti was absolutely epic, and I'm so glad that we got to check that out together. And seriously, I just want to say thank you to over 6,000 subscribers. When I started my van life journey, I was at 1,000, and in less than a month, I'm almost at 7,000 subscribers. So I seriously, from the bottom of my heart, want to say thank you for subscribing. Thank you for wanting to watch this journey. I'm so excited to be doing this, and I'm so excited to be taking you with me. It's kind of driving me crazy that I still work a regular job. It's been wild trying to balance having a regular job and still wanting to fly with YouTube. I can't wait to be able to fully sustain myself on the road, to be able to travel more than 2 days a week, you guys. It's absolutely killing me, and it doesn't even feel like van life when I still have to go clock in to somebody else's dream. So I'm hoping that in the coming months, I'll finally be able to quit my regular job and start traveling and start going more places than just Arizona. Thank you guys so much for being here at the very beginning of my journey. Thank you for wanting to watch, for wanting to tune in, and for wanting to get information for yourself, because maybe you're looking at doing this all for yourself. I'm really excited to be able to bring you guys great, interesting, and fun long-form content. But until next time, I will see you guys again very, very soon. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Take care, and I love you.